Hey there, my mystic friends. My name is Patricia Tate with Willow Astrology, and I want to take a moment to not just talk about astrology and a forecast, but to share about feeling. Today is not about chasing our next goal or about checking the next box. I want to share more about the pausing. This is about breathing and it's about remembering. You are here to become whole, not perfect. You are here to grow beyond just survival. You are here to heal, not by fixing yourself, but by loving yourself enough to listen to what your body is saying. We live in a world that often celebrates the hustle, the silence, the staying busy as a way to avoid the feeling. But underneath all of that noise, there's this voice inside each of us that's quietly asking, what do I need in order to feel safe again, to feel seen, to come home to myself? Astrology, it gives us this sacred framework for understanding about that homecoming. It doesn't erase our trauma. It helps us to make meaning of it. It allows us to sit with the pieces of ourselves that we had to hide or abandon and say, you still belong. Each of us is made up of earth and air and water and fire elements. These are not just poetic metaphors. They are soul languages. They describe how we thrive, how we protect ourselves, how we express pain, and how we return to wholeness. When we nurture and care for ourselves through these dominant elements, or the one that's in the most distress, we give our nervous system, our body, a roadmap for healing. We tend to our nervous system spiritually, and that is what true self-care is. So I want to talk to you about each of the elements, not in order to analyze yourself, but to truly support yourself, to witness what each part of us really needs to feel in order to be healed, to be held. I want to start off with the souls of you that are born of fire. That's Aries and Leo and Sagittarius. This is the flame of becoming. Your spirit is alive with purpose. You are the ones that light up the room, who move towards dreams with fierce determination. You feel called to do and to create and to lead. You carry a spark that refuses to dim. But trauma might have taught you that your light is too much, that your voice is too loud, or that your ambition was dangerous or selfish. So you might have overcompensated, achieving to prove your worth, or burning out in order to stay valuable. This could be fearing rest because it felt like you were losing your edge. You do not need to earn your place in the world. You are the flame. To nurture fire, we choose movements that bring joy, not punishment. So let your body celebrate its power. Set goals that make your heart race for the right reasons. Learn to pause and to listen to your desires without apologizing for them. Say, my passion is sacred. My presence is powerful, because your healing, it comes through joy. So let aliveness be your compass, not the mask that you wear. Now, my earth signs, the earth, the anchored ones, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, you are the foundation of safety. You are the soul's shelter. You build lives. You create containers in order to have the growth happen. You hold space for others. Your love is steady and it is loyal and it is patient. But trauma might have whispered that being soft was unsafe, that if you didn't stay productive, that everything around you would fall apart, that resting, it meant weakness. And so you continued to build walls instead of homes. You stayed busy instead of feeling. You took care of everything but yourself. The truth is, your worth isn't an output. You are not a machine. You are a living root system that needs rest and nourishment and touch. To nurture this, we honor rituals of stillness, morning light, clean sheets, warm tea. We celebrate boundaries, not as structures that we build, but as security for us. We connect with nature as a mirror for our pace and our patience. We say that I am allowed to rest. I am enough, even when I'm still. Because your healing, it comes through surrender. You don't need to carry the world in order to belong to it. Now my air signs, the breath between the worlds, that is Gemini and Libra and Aquarius. You are the ones that speak of possibility because your mind, it's a gift. You carry these ideas that move us forward. You notice what other people miss. You ask the questions that no one else is brave enough to ask. And your mind, it connects everything like the stars in the sky. But when pain comes, the mind often becomes a fortress. You might intellectualize emotion, you might spin into overthinking, or detach entirely. Connection becomes performance, and stillness, it becomes terrifying, and loneliness unbearable. But the mind was never meant to do everything alone. It was meant to dance our mind with our heart. To nurture air, we have to get the thoughts out. We journal, our voice. We talk to someone who is safe. We communicate with others. We practice decision making from both our mind and our body. We allow unstructured time because air, it needs space to breathe, not just to produce. You can say that I am safe in stillness, and my thoughts, they're not my enemies. Because your healing, it comes through embodiment. Let your breath become the anchor that holds you. And my water signs, that is Cancer and Scorpio and Pisces, the deep soul's song. You are the feelers, the empaths, the dreamers. Your heart is the sacred well. You hold space for what others ignore. You feel what can't be said. Your presence, it can soothe, it can heal, it can awaken. You know things before they are spoken. But when the wounds go deep, water floods. You may absorb what isn't yours and stay in toxic cycles out of loyalty or collapse in emotional overwhelm. You might lose yourself trying to save everyone else. And yet, your sensitivity, it's not your burden. It is your gift. You're not broken. You are the ocean. To nurture water, we need to release the emotion in ritual, crying, singing, painting, bathing, being in water. Learn the art of energetic protection. Boundaries, they are loving. Find safe containers. That means therapy, spiritual practices, creative outlets. Say to yourself, my emotions are valid. I do not have to drown in them. Your healing, it comes through expression. Feel fully, flow freely, and trust your own tide. Wholeness, this is not about balancing all of the elements equally. It's about honoring the ones inside you that need nurtured and cared for today. So ask yourself, where am I depleted? What part of me is calling out for breath or light or stillness or softness? What if I stopped running from that need and instead I turned toward it with love? Healing is not a finish line. It's a rhythm. It's a return. And it's a remembering. You are not a problem to solve. You are a life to tend. Every element within you, it speaks the language of resilience. Fire, it reminds you to rise. Earth, it holds you steady. Air, it clears out the mental fog. And water, it washes the soul clean. And today, choose yourself and show up for you, because this is where the healing begins. So thank you for being here with me. I am sending appreciation with heart and with grace and with deep belief in your becoming.